This is what I think is funny about these so-called professionals. They start off by telling you the Iraqi dinar is never going revalue, and then they turn around and tell you, well, there is some possibilities. Either it is or it isn't. Why don't you just be honest about the Iraqi dinar? The dinar is not a scam. It's a legitimate currency. Can it increase in value? Of course it could. I know it looks like Parliament is trying to delay the monetary reform. They keep breaking the crayons for Sudani and Alak. I have heard some very encouraging things about the next 4 days. Banks are excited. And banking personnel believe we are very close. In a nutshell, it points to the next 4 or 5 days for our announcements. Think everything is in full prep mode, ready to roll. Now what could happen we don't know. Do not know if tomorrow is in play. Thanksgiving night might be in play for notifications. Start of everything could be Friday. You know, we just don't know. I think it is possible they will let us have our numbers and we set our appointments for Friday. Yes, it's going to revalue. When? I don't know. But it's going to revalue. They have to revalue it. You look at the history and you look at the wealth Iraq has. It's real. What's going on is real. The revolution of the dinar is there. The reinstatement is there. They're going to have to reinstate. The dinar was down because of the war and the sanctions. Iraq got heavily sanctions. But now the country is going back to normal. The dollar in Iraq. Baghdad is planning permanent solutions with Washington, and Parliament describes the dialogues as successful. Quote, Monday, November 20, 2023, an informed source reported an expected meeting between the Central Bank of Iraq and the U.S. Treasury Department next week. In Iraq they are talking about how de-dollarization is working. And now that they have opened banks using other currencies, it has greatly reduced their reliance on the U.S. dollar. And they are seeing the dinar rate gain against the US dollar. I was told that as soon as the parallel, black market rate reaches the official rate, then the big value change. They need to stabilize the rates before they can change them. The dollar in Iraq. Baghdad is planning permanent solutions with Washington, and Parliament describes the dialogues as successful. The finance minister is working with the United States, the UK ambassador, and what are they talking about? The steps for ascension to the global financial system. What comes to mind when talking about ascension? WTO has ascension. What else? Iraq's security teams arrested the most dangerous foreign currency smuggler inside of Iraq. They're saying this is the head of the snake. They tell us that by removing this man, our reforms will continue and move forward as has been promised to us Iraqi citizens. Frank, these events, they are extremely powerful events to allow the new exchange rate to come out. Month and a half there's been quite a bit of positive news coming out of Iraq. Let's hope they stay out of trouble and continue working on doing what it takes to regain their sovereignty.